Thank you so much for joining us. You seem to be in high spirits. Can you share with us, first off, while the smile on your face, are you satisfied with the court injunction or the latest story coming out from Labour Party? What's your take? Which part of the divide do you stand?
Good morning, Nigeria. I thought that we would have started off by saying congratulations to me and to Labour Party at large for the April 4th Supreme Court judgment, because the Supreme Court judgments has clearly solved the puzzle that we all have been facing in the Labour Party. And I think Abure is intentionally trying so hard to undermine the court judgment coming from Supreme Court of 4th of April of 2025 that sacked him as the national chairman of the Labour Party. If I would take us back, sometimes last year on the 8th of June, our tenure came to an end, which INEC duly clarified the issue that our tenure has actually come to an end. Then on 27th of March, Abure secretly went to Newi to conduct his convention that INEC never acknowledged. When it was obvious to Abure that INEC was not recognizing his convention of Newi 27th of March of 2024, Abure went to court suing INEC, asking the courts to make INEC to accept whatever outcome that came from that Newi convention. If you go to our website now, you will see that after Abure went to court, you will see on the website, you will see Abure's name written by court order. Because if INEC actually recognized that convention, it would not have waited for Abure to go to court. And Abure went to court, Abure won, Abure rejoiced, everybody kept quiet, who respected the outcome of the court. Abure also went ahead to win at the appeal court. Everybody kept quiet. But now that Abure has lost woefully at the Supreme Court, is now trying to undermine the Supreme Court judgment, and it doesn't make sense to me. When he won, nobody challenged it, nobody said anything. We all went about our things trying to get the right judgment. And of course, the right judgment has been served. And Abure is trying to misinterpret it. If you follow the judgment, the appellate court, the Supreme Court granted all the prayers from the appellate. What were the prayers? He was asking whether the High Court, Federal High Court, and the Appeal Court was right to have determined the leadership of the Labour Party by confining the leadership of the Labour Party to Mr. Julius Abure. And the Supreme Court said that the lower courts, that talking about the Appeal Court and the Federal High Court, that they have erred because they should not have even went into the matter for lack of jurisdiction. They said they were wrong. And again, the second prayer was that of a Bisheni of Ondo State that had to do with the Ondo governorship election. And I said because of that, that those courts should not have conferred the leadership of the Labour Party to Abure because it has no jurisdiction again. The third one, again, the third prayer was, after resolving the whole issue, the Supreme Court judges said that Abure has not, that the court does not have any right to confer leadership of any political party to anyone, that it has to do with, that is an internal affair of any political party. And he went ahead to advise that whosoever tenure has expired, the person should be honorable enough to leave when the vision is loudest. And I am here to say, as National Secretary, Treasurer of the Labour Party, former, that our tenure has elapsed. And that is why you've seen me referring to myself as the former National Treasurer of the Labour Party. So I don't know why Abure and co will not do same.
No, madam, yes. Abure is very defiant, is quite defiant since that ruling came out. And is even threatened to sanction Governor Alex Otti and Peter Obi. In your view, do these threats hold any constitutional or political weight within the Labour Party?
According to Latin maxim, you can't put something on nothing and expect it to stand. Abure has no moral or legal backing to do what he's threatening to do. So the leaders of the Labour Party are now those elected members talking about our able governor, working governor, in the person of His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, his deputy, all our commissioners, all our senators, our Federal House reps members, the stakeholders, they are the ones that will now have like the final say that has to do with the party. Because as it stands, we don't have any leadership of the Labour Party, if not for the intervention of our able governor and Mr. Toby that came together in September 4th of last year to put of a executive committee that is ably led and chaired by a woman of impeccable character, Senator Usman Nenadi, and others to champion the face of Labour. So Abure is nowhere. They can't even do it. Just have the moral or legal backing to do what he's threatening to do. So everybody should just disregard him. It's just the last kick of a dying horse.
All right. Do you expect that there might be any further legal challenges that might arise as a result of this within the party? And how do you think that this might impact the unity of the party going forward in preparation for 2027?
To the best of my knowledge, Supreme Court is the apex court, is the final court. So having sacked Abure on the 4th of April of this year, which was on Friday, last week Friday, I don't think there is any other thing because I actually listened to what Abure was saying to his colleagues, the people following him, that the Bishani case that the Supreme Court did not attempt it, which is a lie. Every court that gave Abure the authority to be the national chairman has been treated and set aside by the Supreme Court, which is the apex court, the highest court in the land. So moving forward, the party is moving in the right direction. The party is one happy and indivisible party that is trying to kickstart, like to do the needful so that we'll be in the right position to grab power in the coming election of 2027.
Critics say that the Labour Party is fast becoming like the older political parties and becoming the demon it was trying to fight. And with this level of infighting that we're seeing in the Labour Party, would you say that the party is starting to lose its credibility?
I wouldn't want to say that because before now, the head was bad and is being corrected. So every level of Labour Party will know that the party is starting into the right direction. I wouldn't want to say that. No. We are going to the right direction.
What is that right direction? What does that right direction look like?
The right direction is the leaders of the party, the elected members of the party, being able to now reshuffle and do the needful to elect people, to now do congresses from the world to the local government to the state down to convention. A properly convened national convention will be called, and people of impeccable character will be able to champion the affairs of Labour Party. So it's no longer going to be business as usual. It's no longer going to be money politics in Labour Party. So everything will be properly done according to the constitution of the Labour Party. And in fact,
no, I'm happy you've said these things, and they sound quite right. But beyond the sound bites, how democratic are the internal processes within the Labour Party, or is it dominated by a few powerful individuals? Is there internal democracy in Labour Party?
Okay, I think we seem to have connectivity issues there. Hopefully, we get to have her join us back. But I think she's made a clear.
It's very optimistic.
Optimistic.
It's the same
statements.
passion with which she's talking in favor of the Labour Party.
Yeah.
Julius Abure, no, not Julius Abure. The Senator Nenadi Usman caretaker-led committee. That yesterday, Arabambi was speaking with that same fire and passion about the Julius Abure-led government, or the Julius Abure-led party. So it then begs the question: what really is the future of the Labour Party?
Passion.
Really, Ojoro Council. It feels like when the Labour Party came, they came as that breath of fresh air that people did not see coming, and they were the breath of fresh air that were going to be able to withstand the erstwhile political forces in the presence of the APC and the PDP. But now they're fast becoming what they were trying to...
something in the air beyond the Labour Party? All those parties just seem to have some sort of internal wranglings at the same time.
I mean, that's what we asked the PDP chieftain, Show Me, where he said he did mention strategy from his comments. You could tell that he was saying of course, it's politics. It's part of politics.
Yeah, but you can't normalize this sort of.
Well,
I mean, it's getting
also
all the way to the Supreme Court.
Well, I also think, I mean, if we go back to medieval times, if you go back to, I always like to, look back to where politics was being played, history back in the years. You find out that every politician would always find a way to make ends meet by either destabilizing a very strong opposition or find a way to ensure that you can counter them. History has shown that you had even the so-called popular people we know in terms of who may have become powerful names in the world. They've one way or the other found a way to actually destabilize any form of opposition.
So how can prevent their ranks from being infiltrated by this, by external factors that are trying to cause?
By first of all having, again, I will go back to ideology.
Because it's numbers. They want numbers, so you accept everybody.
But I feel like the number of people, again, if you ask the people who are so passionate about their party, it's just like Arsenal fans, even though their club keeps losing, they are still there. You're like, okay, why are you there? What is it that makes you so? So we need people that are loyal and die-hard like Arsenal fans, but that are committed to a cause, not necessarily because they're a member of this party, because they believe that their personal values align with the values of the party. Shout out to all the Arsenal fans, no shade intended. But you understand that
that's a good analogy.
Yeah, like your conviction, your personal conviction aligns strongly with the party. Call the number of the
even when you lose, even when you win the trophies,
even though you've not won a trophy in so many years,
and then you stick there.
It's a fantastic, but the reality is different. We're talking of stomach. I mean, that one it's a hobby. What happens when
our last interview?
Yes,
that statement said.
You collect money to eat. If you don't collect, you
collect money and cook soup.
Collect money and cook soup.
Yes.
When you collect money and cook soup,
how do we demonetize? Is it even possible? Maybe when the economy improves and so many people have gone out of the poverty trap, then they begin to see values in this.
So there's that. There's people getting out of the poverty trap. We need to, first of all, jumpstart ourselves out of poverty, because poverty is being weaponized by the ruling class, by the political elite. So first of all, we need to deal with our poverty problem. Again, I would say we need to go back to our value system. Because why do you think that a politician who has billions of naira is still keen on stealing, even if the person knows that their journey to the grave is not so far, but they will still be keen on stealing? It's usually the norm. What we've seen, we've seen here. People who know that, they're even when they are old, right? They will not stop. A number of these people will not stop. There's just this drive. There's the drive for more power, more money. So until we get to that point where we can deal with our greed, where we can deal with our covetousness, where we can start to teach people contentment, where people can start to feel okay with having just enough to be able to get by and being able to live a decent life, where we don't glorify, and it's even in other things, in our music, in our movies, we're not glorifying a flamboyant lifestyle, worshipping money and influence. Just
anyway, let's go back to the former National Treasurer, Labour Party, Oluchi Oprah. We do have just a short time. I mean, you are certain that it's about time for Julius Abure to, leave the party, like you said, because your tenure is over. You've served, he served. Therefore, since you are no longer there, he is no longer there. He shouldn't be there anymore. But Olive had asked earlier what you think about the party and going forward. Do you think that if the likes of Governor Alex Otti and Mr. Peter Obi leave the party, do you think the party would have any credence or any ability to withstand pressure and also face the forthcoming elections?
Yes, thank you for this particular question. Labour Party is not a baby party. Labour Party have been in existence for a very long time without people knowing about the party. Labour Party started fully when the likes of Mr. Peter Obi came into the party, the likes of Alex Otti, Governor of Abia State, came into the party. Of course, if they leave the party, if our little members leave the party, what is there left? There's nothing left. So that is why I am thinking that what they have decided to do is to remedy this, to salvage the small soul of the part that is left. So, and we should not even, by any chance or any means, make them leave the party. Because if they leave the party will be dead and buried and forgotten.
And is there any way that, what policies or principles can be employed to ensure we chart a different course or that there's a different path within the Labour Party? Do you think that there's anything now that His Excellency Peter Obi and Governor Alex Otti can do differently to ensure that, you know, things turn out differently for the Labour Party, being that they're leading voices in the party?
Yes, there's this meeting this stakeholders meeting that is holding tomorrow, and I wouldn't want to preempt.
Which one of the stakeholders?
Which one?
I know they're planning towards that.
Abure too is planning
Abure is planning
a
one.
meeting. So which particular one are you referring to?
I didn't hear that.
Julius Abure is also planning a stakeholder meeting. So which one of the meetings are you referring to?
I'm talking about the meeting that was called by His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, who is a statutory delegate to both NEC and convention. So as it stands, he is the authentic person in the right position to call for any meeting. So I don't know any Julius anywhere calling for any meeting. So
Okay.
maybe for his birthday party, for his get together. I don't know what meeting is called.
Talking about Julius Abure, yesterday when he was speaking, he emphasized that the party is united and committed to good governance. From what you know, is that the true picture, or is it just political posturing?
The Labour Party under Julius Abure has not really been a very wonderful party. It's been a money politicking kind of party. But now that the right thing will be done, I can assure the public and lovers of Labour Party that Labour Party will be that party to beat come 2027, because we really need to take over power come 2027, because the country is not favoring anyone. So we really need to put our house in order to be able to grab power to take over the affairs of this nation called Nigeria.
What if Julius Abure refuses to step down? Are there internal mechanisms within the party to ensure that it doesn't lead to a chaotic situation? What would be the next steps?
Julius Abure is not above the law. For the last time I checked, the court that Julius Abure is the apex court, the highest court in the land. So he can't come and impose himself. In fact, he can do his initial graduate, he can do whatever he wants to do, but he cannot impose himself on the majority of the leaders of the party, on the majority of the followers of the party. The elected members have said, Julius Abure, we are tired of you. Pack and go. His followers, most of our followers have also said, Abure, pack and go. So who does he want to be the chairman for? Who does he want to now lord over? The course has been clear, so even if he wants to make trouble, it's on him, and the authorities, the security should also be put on notice for persons like Julius Abure, who is trying to flout the court order. And I think also that the Nigerian Bar Association should also hold him down, if possible, since his certificate of being a lawyer, because he's trying to undermine the apex court of Nigeria.
All right.
I think my last question to you would definitely be, you've said if the likes of Alex Otti, Governor Alex Otti, and Mr. Peter Obi leave the party, of course the party would be weakened, as it were. But going further and going forward with what's happening with the Labour Party, would you rather choose the Senator Nadi Usman to actually take charge of the party now that she is actually pulling her weight as well?
Every right-thinking person, every lover of Labour Party knows that the party under the watch of Senator Nadi Usman as a chairperson and Senator Darlington Wokocha as the secretary of the party has just kick-started into the right direction, and I am fully in support of what the leaders of the party came together to put on board. That is bringing a woman of impeccable character to chair the affairs of the Labour Party. So why not? I'm fully in support of it.
All right. Thank you for your time with us this morning, Oluchi Oprah. We certainly wish the Labour Party all the best. We look forward to seeing what the next steps are for the party.
Thank you so much for having me. By the way, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you, and you do as well. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you for your compliment.
Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Bye. Thank you.